Hi there, everyone, and welcome. Tonight is going to be such a great night. We're doing a little red carpet event, and with me tonight we have a student. She is studying journalism. Come on over, stand right here. Go ahead and tell me your name.
My name is Katie Berlin, and I'm studying Converge Broadcast Media at the University of North Texas.
Converge Broadcast Media. Tell me a little bit about that. That sounds pretty involved.
It is, and the way that media is going now, all the medias are sort of coming together to produce news and produce stories. So what I study is sort of how all the medias come together to do that.
Excellent. So what year are you?
I'm a senior, so I'm going to graduate in May, and I've learned quite a bit, and it's been wonderful to see how news is sort of changing, and it's a really cool time to be in news and broadcast.
So what are y'all doing here tonight?
Well, we are volunteering at Lonestar Emmys. We want to get involved and meet different people and just be part of a night of people we respect and admire a lot.
Now, what do you see yourself doing, say, in the next 5 years? What's going to be your dream job?
It's a great question. I could see myself doing anything, but really, as long as I'm making a difference and an impact in the world with what I'm producing, then that's all I could really ask for.
And that is what journalism is all about. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thanks for doing me. I'm so excited to be here. I'm just really choosing because I grew up with you guys and Tyler Susorda and
Hi there. Welcome back, everyone, to our Emmys Red Carpet. I am here with Evelyn Escamilla. She is one of the board members. And Evelyn, tell us a little bit about this event.
Well, we are so excited. This is basically what we look forward to all year long. We plan for it. This is what we do. We recognize broadcasting excellence, and everybody on our board, Texas is a big state, so we have regional vice presidents that span from Dallas to the Rio Grande Valley, where I'm from, to El Paso, and we've really worked hard to grow our membership and reach out to every market in Texas. Texas is the only chapter in the Television Academy that has 19 television markets inside the chapter. And so it's important to not just bring in Dallas, Houston, and Austin. It's to reach out to all the markets. And so we're just so thrilled to see everybody here tonight. We have one of the biggest chapters in the country, and it's just great to see everybody here and excited about seeing their work recognized.
Now, why have the Emmys here in Austin this year?
Well, because Austin, really. But additionally, the central location really helps. This beautiful venue is just unmatched, really. And we used to bounce it around between Dallas and Houston. We kind of would ping pong it, so to speak. We've had it in San Antonio, and so we decided it was time to have the gala here in Austin. And I think this is the perfect venue. It's very Texas. We also have a very special guest this year, Bob Morrow. He is the president and the CEO of the National Television Academy, our umbrella organization, the Emmys, and he came from New York to see what we're all about. He knows, about the Texas chapter, really just from meeting the trustees. I'm also a national trustee, so we've gotten to tell him about our program down here, but he came to see for himself, and he's in for a special treat tonight.
He really is. He's going to find out how Texas does it.
That's right.
Evelyn, thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we will be back with more red carpet interviews in just a moment.
All right.
And we are back here on the Emmy Red Carpet. I found a very important guy here. He is up for an Emmy tonight, Jason Clemens. And Jason, what station do you work for?
I work for National Television.
And tell us a little bit about why you were nominated for an Emmy this evening.
For a documentary I did about the International Space Station.
Tell us more about it.
There's a piece of equipment. It's a long story. It's really, you should look at it online. There's not really a log line for it, but I think it's a great piece of documentary that we did, and it was a great team effort.
Now, is this your first time being nominated?
It is.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Well, I have the feeling you're going to have very, very good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
And how excited are you to be here tonight and just seeing all these different people?
It's fantastic. I don't get to dress up very often.
Well, you look great.
Thanks so much.
Jason, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back. And we have a very important person who has wandered onto our red carpet area tonight. Go ahead and give your name and your title.
My name is Jason Anderson. I'm the president of the Lonestar Emmys.
And how long have you been president?
This is my end of my second year. Yeah.
So, what are your expectations for tonight?
Oh, it's our first time in Austin. This is our 13th year to do the show, and it's our first time to come to Austin. We're very excited. It's a huge show. We had over 1,500 entries this year. We have 630 some odd people in attendance tonight. So it's a big show. It's a big night. Of course, it's not about us. It's about the recipients of the Emmys. It's obviously it's the most prestigious award in our business, and we're going to hand out a lot of statuettes tonight.
Now, I know a lot of people sometimes wonder who actually makes the decision about the winners.
Well, it's an interesting process. It's called peer judging, which that means it's judged by qualified judges in other chapters. In other words, nothing in Texas is judged in Texas. It's sent to Denver, it's sent to Miami, it's sent to New York, other places like that. Peer judges, qualified judges. There's a panel of 5 judges that judge every entry, and then the results are tabulated. And then, depending on the scores, we have recipients and then we have nominees. And we don't judge. It's not like a horse race. We judge on a standard of excellence. So there could be multiple winners in categories, and you will see a lot of multiple winners in categories tonight because it's against a standard of excellence. It's not this was better than this. It's these two things met the Emmy standard of excellence.
See, I had no idea about that. That's awesome. And I know here in Texas we have a lot of incredibly talented broadcast journalists.
Absolutely, we do. I mean, our markets, we have 19 television markets in Texas, and they vary all the way from Dallas, which is either 5 or 6, goes back and forth now, to I think Victoria is like 185 or something like that, and everything in between. Of course, we have 4 medium to large markets: Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. But it's an incredible chapter to be a part of because there's so many different varying people that enter the awards.
And of course, it's growing.
It's growing very fast. We're the second largest chapter in the nation now, with more than 1,200 members, and that's a real honor. And we continue to grow. We should grow even more next year. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Looking forward to tonight.
Thank you, ma'am.
And we'll be back with more red carpet interviews in just a moment. And we are back on the Emmys red carpet. I've got a very interesting young man here with me. Go ahead and tell me your name and why you're here tonight.
My name is Chris Wink, and I've been nominated 4 times for work that we did with the Spurs, San Antonio Spurs, that is.
Now, it's really interesting to me that sports people would be here as well. Tell me, what were you nominated for? In what categories?
We were nominated for a lot of stuff in promotions and advertising, and the composites with photography and editing. So we really focused on that, and all our stuff was on TV. It was in in-game entertainment. So we really focused on that, and we hope we win tonight.
Now, you're nominated for 4 Emmys tonight, but this isn't your first time at the Emmy Rodeo.
Yeah, last year I was nominated 5 times, and I won 4. It was Best Editing, Best Cinematography, and a couple of other features. So hopefully I have the same luck I do tonight.
You don't work for the Spurs anymore.
No, I work for the Houston Astros. My time with the Spurs was amazing, but I've moved on and try to help their production team get to the level that the Spurs are at right now.
All right, well, good luck tonight, and thank you so much for talking with us. And with more red carpet interviews in just a bit. All right, we are back on the Emmys red carpet, and we have a guy here who you may have seen one of his commercials, the reason he's nominated tonight. Go ahead and give us your name and why you're here.
Yeah, I'm Joey Curry, and I'm nominated for the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday. There's a commercial campaign for high school football on Fox Sports Southwest.
And I know I've seen that commercial because, yay, go high school football.
Yeah.
So is this your first Emmy nomination?
No, I've actually been nominated maybe 6 or 7 times. I have 4 myself, but this is I hope to get this one. This is one I had a lot of fun doing this project with.
Now, tell us a little bit about how the whole project came about. How long did it take to put together?
Yeah, it started actually in a classroom in Baylor University. There's a program that Fox Sports is doing called Fox Sports University. and they're trying to give college students real-world experience. And the college kids get to kind of come up with an idea, and we were the group that kind of had to bring their idea to life. And there's four Baylor University students that were a part of this, and hopefully we bring it home for them.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Joey, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And we will grab some more people out here and bring them to the red carpet. We'll be right back. All right, we are back on the Emmys red carpet. I've got three very interesting people here with me. They are all part of a project that's been nominated tonight. Who's going to tell me about it? Oh, two. Ooh, cool. Tell me about it.
Well, it's a story about his father and a horse program he put together. It's about the quarter horse and about the foundational breeds or bloodlines of the quarter horse. In the horse world, most of it's focused now on winning blue ribbons, but his father, being a horse enthusiast, recognized this in the quarter horse arena, and it was a big problem. So he traveled 30 years ago around to people's backyards, farms, ranches, and rescued some of the foundational bloodlines. And he brought them back to this ranch, and over the last 30 years, he bred these horses in a specific type of breeding called line breeding to build the bloodlines back up again.
That sounds amazing. Well, how ecstatic are you to see this story being played out and honored?
It's something I did not expect. We set out to find a new owner for the horse program at the Wagon Wheel Ranch, and we ended up here. I mean, there was a documentary, and then we're here at the Emmys.
They were nominated for 2 Emmys. So it got Outstanding Documentary Topical overall, and then Outstanding Cinematography. So we're crossing our fingers.
We are all crossing our fingers. I can't wait to see this. I want to see this now.
It's called wonderful. Heritage. You should go to wagonwheelranch.com and you can find it on there and watch it online right now.
All right, Heritage, wagonwheelranch.com. I am going to look for it as soon as all of this is over. And we are back here on the Emmys red carpet. I found one of Austin's favorite meteorologists, Chika Windler. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. This is a great night all day long. I was hoping it would stop raining, and it did, so things are good.
Thank you for that, by the way. Well, tell us a little bit about why you are here and what you're nominated for.
So I'm nominated in 2 different categories, the On-Air Craft Talent Weathercaster category, and also I'm nominated for Weathercast. Both of the nominations are some of the content from the Memorial Day floods, which were huge here in Austin.
They definitely were. And I mean, how excited are you to just be here tonight?
It's always fun. I always say, anytime I get an excuse to dress up, I'm all about it. So this is going to be a great night.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate it. And that is Austin's K.I., Chika Windler. She's one of the best. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to our red carpet coverage here at the 13th Annual Lone Star Emmys. I have a very important man with me here today. He won the Gold Circle Award a little earlier, William Mull, or should I just call you Bill?
Bill. That's always Bill. Thank you. But Mama called me William, so I guess that makes it legitimate.
Well, tell us, how did you win the Gold Circle Award?
I'm not quite sure how, but I've lived a long time, and this is for recognition of 50 years or more. And in fact, I guess in my case, it's 61 years. So 1954, I spoke my first words officially as a paid staffer on the air. So 61 years is a long time, isn't it?
That's an amazingly long time, but time well spent.
Well, in this business it is. And, you know, after 61 years, I never worked a day in my life. It was all fun.
So obviously, this was your dream job. You're doing something that you really love to do.
You know, television and radio broadcasting is a kind of a calling. We're here to serve the public interest, and I've been blessed to be able to do that in many ways in a number of markets around the country. And this is a kind of a lifetime recognition of it.
Now, I just had someone asking me about staying in a place for a long time. What advice would you give to journalists who may want to do that?
stay in one place for a long time. My father died about 5 miles from where he was born. On the other hand, I left and went off to places like Boston and New York and Cincinnati and San Antonio, which is home, 3 times in San Antonio. So we keep coming back. So it's either stay in one place a long time or just keep coming back to the place you love the most. And Texas is what we love the most.
Well, congratulations on your award, and it was wonderful and an honor to meet you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And we will be having interviews with more legends like this, longtime journalists, coming up in just a moment. And we are back here on the Emmys red carpet. I have 2 people here with me tonight, nominated for an Emmy. Go ahead and give me your names.
Whitney Douglas.
Alex Douglas.
And why are you guys nominated?
We're nominated for a promotional film we did for the University of Houston. It was nominated for director, outstanding achievement in director, outstanding achievement in editing, outstanding achievement in sound design, outstanding achievement in photography, and script writing.
So 5 Emmy nominations. That's incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, how excited are you guys to be here tonight? I know you're from Houston, a little bit of a trek up here to Austin.
We're so excited. And, this year the Cougars, the team that we did the film for, is having an undefeated historic season. And we just feel a lot of excitement at this time.
Yeah, it's a culmination of a lot of, blood, sweat, and tears. And it's just really cool to see our efforts and passion just kind of acknowledged and appreciated in this format. So,
how long did it take for you guys to do this project?
On and off for probably about 11 months. Yeah.
We followed in the course of last season, did different games, different practices, different shoots with them.
All right. Well, good luck tonight, you guys. I want to see it, actually, when all this is over and I get a chance to see some things.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
And we'll be back here on the Emmy Red Carpet Live in just a moment. Welcome back to the Emmys Red Carpet. We are live here with a very talented woman I happen to know personally, Ashley Kamrath. And Ashley, tell us why you are here tonight. What are you nominated for?
We are so excited. I'm nominated for 2 Emmy Awards, one with ATX and the Austin, Texas Network. We actually did a documentary on Honor Flight Austin, which is an incredible organization that takes World War II veterans, Korea veterans, and Vietnam War veterans up to D.C. to see the many war memorials, kind of give them some closure, but also get the group back together. So we did a documentary on that. I've actually got World War II veteran from the USS Enterprise, Jack Maroney, here with us tonight. So, and then I also do a TV show in Allen, Texas with ACTV called Rec X, and we feature parks and rec facilities with a German DJ named Flula. It's kind of quirky, kind of crazy, a lot of fun though. So we're excited, a lot of energy tonight. Everybody looks amazing and it's an incredible event.
Now, I have seen you on City of Austin television doing all kinds of crazy things. You do that, you work with veterans. How do you even have the time to get all of this done?
Starbucks.com. No, I'm just kidding. It's one of those things where when you find a passion in life, you have to go for it. And it is my honor and my passion to help our veterans, help our active duty military, make sure that we're doing our part to take care of those that have sacrificed so much for us and served our country.
Now, Honor Flight Austin, I know it's here in Austin, but is it also in other cities?
There are hundreds of chapters nationwide, and so we're losing 600 World War II veterans a day, which is it's staggering. But the great thing about this organization is it's kind of shifted gears. We're still taking World War II veterans to D.C., but they've shifted gears. So we're actually taking the Korea War veterans. We're also taking the Vietnam War veterans and even the Purple Heart recipients. So
I love it. Ashley, thank you so much for all you do. I know Honor Flight Austin, if you haven't looked it up, if you haven't seen anything on it, do it. It is an amazing organization. Ashley, thank you so much. And we will be back here live on the Emmys Red Carpet in just a moment. We are back here live on the Emmys Red Carpet. Actually, it's just kind of beige. We don't really have a red carpet here tonight.
We've got a red cord over there.
A very red cord for the camera. And I am here with Scott Murray, a very sharp-dressed man, I must say. I love this outfit.
Well, thank you very much, but look at you for Pete's sake. You look great.
Well, thank you. Now, Scott, why are you here tonight?
Well, I'm here because actually I retired from television news after 32 years. I was at the NBC affiliate in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. NBC5, and loved every minute of it. Great time. But had an opportunity after my son gotten out of Baylor and grad school at TCU. He was a television film major and started a production company. So I thought, you know what, it would be fun in that third step of my life to work with my son. So we've done that the last 10 years, and last year had an opportunity to go to Normandy and go to Luxembourg and the borders of Germany and up into Belgium, the Battle of the Bulge and Bastogne, and then, of course, across Normandy and Omaha, Omaha Beach and what have you. And it was the 70th anniversary of D-Day. So we were there with 24 World War II vets from North Texas. It was the time of a lifetime. It was just, it was one of the most emotional things I ever had a chance to be a part of. To do it with my son made it all that much better. And so we had a chance to see where his grandfathers, my father and my wife's father, were during World War II. And so it was very, very special, very meaningful, and as things would turn out, we were nominated for an Emmy for what we put together and brought back to the States. So we're most excited. I'm really proud of him, probably as much as anything. I've received several Emmys. It's wonderful. I always love this night, and it's a special time for us all in this business. But to see my son now be a part of this is very special. So I kind of step aside and say I hope he does well tonight. So.
Well, I have the feeling both of you are going to do very well this evening. And how long were you in the business, and what did you see, I guess, what were some of the biggest changes that you saw when you were in it?
Actually, I started right out of college. I was all of 20 years old, and I was back in the film days. It was in the, early mid-'70s, and they changed from film to videotape. And I said, videotape? Because I used to take my Friday night sports highlights, and it was film. We'd all bring it back, we'd put it, and we'd splice the film, and we'd get the Scotch tape out and tape. You remember those days? Well, I know you don't, but you probably heard
trust
the stories.
Me, I do.
So that was, and then of course it went to digital, and then to where we are today. It's a whole different world. But I wouldn't have changed a thing. I enjoyed every minute of it, and enjoy being involved in the public in other ways now, doing a lot of charitable things like that. So it's just fun. But it all became, all was a result of what I had a chance to be a part of in the business that we're both in. So very special.
Well, Scott, it's good to see you because I remember you, trust me.
I know, you grew up watching me, right? For Pete's sake, you're about 20 years old. Don't even go there.
You'd be surprised. You're about like 25 years off. But thank you so much, Scott, and good luck tonight to you and your son.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And we'll be back with more red carpet interviews in just a bit. We are live back on the Emmys red carpet tonight. The doors have been opened. People are streaming in. I'm seeing so many beautiful people. And Franklin Leal from Austin's Telemundo is one of them. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thanks for inviting me. It's a really great pleasure to be sharing this great night with you and a lot of colleagues, in a big night like this, recognizing the best in the journalists. So it's awesome. And we are just starting. The best is coming up.
Well, Franklin, tell me, what was Telemundo nominated for?
Well, we are competing in the category of Best Newscast. It's the first time. So, we are very excited. So, we hope to win. I am praying for it. And I have all my people, go support on Facebook and social media.
How long has Telemundo been here in Austin?
We've been in Austin like around 4 or 5 years. We are barely new, so it had been a really hard work to make the product known, competing with other Hispanic stations. So that's the reason, because we are very proud that for the first time we are here competing as a best newscast. That it means like all the hard work we've been doing, all the team is, reaching success, and we hope to get the award.
Franklin, good luck to you tonight, and thank you so much for being with us. It's good to see you.
Thank you. It's good to see you too. And I hope everybody enjoyed the night like I am doing it.
I can tell you are enjoying it.
I'm fun. With me, you're never going to get bored.
Thank you, Franklin, and thanks to all of you. We'll be right back. And we are back here live on the Emmys red carpet. I love this man, seeing one of Austin's favorite meteorologist, Jim Spencer from KXAN. Jim, why are you here tonight?
Well, first let me say I love you right back, Quita. You're my favorite. Next to, of course, Shannon Wilson. You're number two. I am so excited to be here. Of all the Emmy ceremonies that have gone on here in Austin, Texas, this is my first to attend, so it's really nice just to come down the street.
Now, this is your first to attend. I thought you'd been nominated for an Emmy before.
I had, but hadn't made it to the ceremonies, especially if they're away from Austin, because the weather is so crazy here. I can never get away from town for 10 minutes. You know how nutso it's been lately?
So what are you nominated for?
Actually in 2 categories. We're really excited. We did a summer special, an outlook for the summer ahead back in May, and it was me and all 4 of our team. So we're all 4 simultaneously nominated for that. We're really excited about that. And then for our breaking news / weather coverage on Memorial Day. I know you remember that day.
I certainly do. I think a lot of stations here in town are actually nominated for that particular category. Now, Jim, everybody is duking it out. Now, how long have you been in Austin?
I'm so glad you asked. Last Sunday was my 25th anniversary at KXAN. I came here November 1, 1990.
We have something in common. Last Sunday was my 17th anniversary here in Austin. We're going to have to go out and celebrate.
Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
Might as well. Jim, thank you so much for being with us.
So good to see you.
And we will be right back with more interviews live from the Emmys Red Carpet. And we are live here on the Emmys Red Carpet. I've got 2 very talented people with me. They came in from Waco for the Emmys tonight. Go ahead and tell me your names and your station.
Chris Radcliffe with KCEN HD.
And Jane Lonsdale. And we're so happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
We're fellow Tegna broadcasters, as you are there at KVU Quita.
Well, tell us what you guys are nominated for.
We are nominated for the morning show. We were there the day after of that terrible Twin Peaks shooting in Waco, which made national headlines. And so it was a really amazing day afterwards, very stressful, of course. You know, the fact that it was a Monday, right? It happened on a Monday right after a weekend. It was a very strange ordeal. But talk about national news hitting the scene. It was a big, big story. Probably the biggest story out of the Central Texas area all of last year.
Now, tell us a little bit about working in Waco. I know you guys have to cover a lot of territory out there.
Have you heard about the Baylor football team? Hello, have you heard about the Baylor football team?
Absolutely. We have quite a big area to cover. We have Waco, Temple, Killeen area, Copperas Cove, and we have such a great team on the morning show, the Texas Today team, and we really have a lot of fun. You know, we get the news out, and we like to have a good time as well.
Yeah, proud to say we have 3 Emmy nominations tonight. Morning show for that day after the Twin Peaks shooting, and then our evening meteorologist, Andy Anderson, was nominated for Best Weather, and Emily Collins, a reporter doing a special feature, is nominated as well.
A lot of talent down there in Waco.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for having us tonight.
Yes,
We're
excited. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
And thanks to both of you for being here with us. Go on inside. They are ready and waiting for you. And I will be having my fingers crossed, Tegna.
And we are too. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
We'll be back with more red carpet interviews in just a moment. Okay, we are here live on the Emmy Red Carpet. Tonight it's a little beige, but that's okay. Plenty of talented people out here this evening. I've happened to have found one of them. He's a photographer, I believe, I get to work with quite often over at KVU. Go ahead and say your name.
Andy Vigañas, photojournalist, chief photojournalist at KVU.
Throw in that chief. And your lovely wife is here as well.
Yes,
Roxana Vigañas.
Thank you both for being here. And Andy, tell me a little bit about why you are nominated tonight.
Well, I used to work at WFA. We got nominated for a one-time sports series called Boone and the Boys. So we went to T. Boone Pickens Ranch at the Panhandle, and we hanged out with a lot of ex-Dallas Cowboy legends like, Roger Staubach, people like that.
Now that sounds awesome.
It was an awesome trip. I think we spent there like 3 days and just basically watched the boys hang out. It was a very great documentary.
Good deal. Well, tell us a little bit about what is the toughest part of being a news photographer?
Well, I think it's an ever-changing type of business, and so technology is growing a lot. You got to stay on top of the things because if you're not doing it, somebody else is. And of course, as a photographer, you want to have the latest and greatest. So I think that's the most toughest thing.
Now, your lovely wife, the woman behind the man.
Yes.
What's the toughest part about being married to a news photographer?
A lot of times, they're out of town, and so you have to deal with the kids all by yourself. So that's probably the toughest part, just the out-of-town part, yeah.
Well, Andy, congratulations on your nomination. You guys go out there and have a great time tonight.